It says, my stepson is with us every other weekend. He's 15 and he's up all night playing online video games with his friends. We're talking until 5 or 6 in the morning. His dad sees nothing wrong with it because it's the weekend only, but it makes me crazy hearing him moving around the house all night. Do teens still need bedtimes, freaks?
There should be a respectable bedtime. I used to stay up all night and talk on the phone all night long, or be on my computer playing video games or whatever.
And you turned out normal?
Yeah, semi-normal. I mean, in my opinion, it's very common. If they're making too much noise, I sit down and tell them that they need to shut up because I need to get some rest, but be respectful. But other than that, it's super normal.
Rich, you are still a person who stays up all night playing video games, so you don't see this as an issue, do you?
Oh, no, I do see it as an issue. I see it when like the days that I'm tired and I come into work, like I notice certain things are a little off. I think that if there are problems and you notice them, that there should be a some kind of time that you should go to sleep, especially if it's affecting other things in their life.
Let's see what we got.
Out of the 727, I'm a stay-at-home mom. My husband works to support our family and does really well. Since forever, the household chores are mainly my responsibility to either do myself or delegate chores to our kids, preparing and cooking all meals and being the kids' taxi. I'm what you call the default parent. He's only responsible for gas, vehicles, trash, yard, and pool keep up. Today, he expressed irritation at the fact that I have more time available to gas up the vehicles and take out the trash. I always feel like everything is always on my plate. Is this my role because I'm a stay-at-home mom as well? Go ahead, guys.
My medical training says not to answer what my soul just said. My soul screamed out, yes.
Really?
It is your responsibility.
Every single thing.
Because if he's asking for help, then he needs help. Like, if he's burdened, because work is a factor, and we don't know how much stress that puts on him. So he gets home, he has this extra stuff. It has him at 10. So he's like, hey, can I get some help? If somebody's asking you for help and they're your partner, we got to acknowledge that. Now, on the other side, using words like job and trying to put it on her and saying because you're a stay-at-home mom, no, you can't discredit stay-at-home moms.
Right.
But if you're trying to stack things together, it probably can land on her side.
Yeah.
Now, my medical opinion says discuss it and talk about it and share your feelings and stuff like that. But, I mean, you can touch trash. I'm mad at the ladies who don't want to touch the trash.
I don't like trash.
I don't like sexist type of stuff like that. Like, it's trash, it's dirty, it's boy.
Trash takes like 3 minutes.
Right. And you're home.
Yeah.
And you're the person who's putting most of the stuff in the trash.
How about
That's
I put
the part.
at the front door and you can just take it outside?
No, because that makes me feel like I'm the janitor. I hate that. I hate that. When you because if you're gonna take the trash and cinch it up and tie it off, then you could just take it another 2-3 steps to the trash can.
So you're walking in the door, here's the trash, walk back out, and then walk back in.
With the weight of the world on my shoulders.
Oh, please.
Yeah, he's working. And I think that it's only, I'm not going to say fair, but if you're home and you're not doing anything, why don't you take out the trash?
It's not doing anything. Whoa.
No, you are doing something. You're running to the garage to go take them kids everywhere. So while you're running to the garage to go take them kids everywhere, drop it in the trash can.
I totally disagree with you guys. I think that is minimal effort that he could do, and it takes just such a little amount of time, and it probably means the world to her.
Let's see. Out of the 813. Hi, I switched roles in my job almost 3 months ago. I'm in a higher position in the company. However, I cannot find myself to be confident. Almost like imposter syndrome. I feel intimidated by my coworkers in the department and feel like they think that I'm stupid. I can't seem to grasp simple concepts. How do I become easier on myself while learning this role?
Fake it till you make it. Stop taking so much. You can put pressure on yourself, but I mean, I would definitely start looking up more things about your job. And once you clock out, take an hour or two to see how you can improve your job a little bit more.
The way you see yourself doesn't mean they see you that way. That just means that you're aware of your shortcomings. So you can put the time in. When you're at home, when you're in the bathtub, when you're sitting out, getting your mind right, take some of those texts out with you so you can just establish more of a foundation of what you know. And then when you go in, start to surprise yourself. As you surprise yourself, you're going to start feeling that they are aware of your strengths getting stronger as well. Because you're not convincing anybody else but yourself. You have to tell yourself that you are on their level. You got the job for a reason, so pat yourself on the back, but don't break your rotator cuff trying to, appreciate yourself. But do acknowledge that you got in the door. Now, to stay in the door, get yourself a little bit more, foundation.
Yeah, and you said it. You're learning this position. Don't be so hard on yourself. If you do feel that way, maybe take a little bit of advice from the people that you're working for, and then go from there.
I'm ready to propose to my girlfriend, the mother of one of my children, and I don't know if she's ready. How do I know that she's ready without giving away what I want to do?
I mean, you guys should definitely talk about what I would do is be sneaky about it. Be like, what's your 5-year plan? Like, what do you see in the next 5 years?
And she won't detect that at all.
No. Just like, you don't have to start with that question, but you start asking like little questions here or there and be like, oh my gosh, when I was on this first date, some chick asked me like what my 5-year plan is. And that's so hard to narrow down. I mean, as a matter of fact, okay, if somebody asked you that, what would you say?
Control what you can control. Don't worry about if she's ready. You know what the bigger question is, Caleb? Are you ready? And you know how you're ready? Because you need to figure out, can you live without her? Can you see yourself without her? Instead of asking her about her 5-year plan, why don't you assess yours? Do you see yourself building with her 5 years from now? It doesn't matter if she's ready. It doesn't matter if you're ready, whether you guys are going to grow and you're going to get together and you're going to achieve that together. So if you can be without her, then wait. If you can't be without her, then you ask her that question.
Sarah out of the 727. I really like this new guy I'm talking to, but I'm very apprehensive. He's 13 years older than me, and I'm in my late 30s. He's very successful, sweet, and charming, but I'm wondering if a relationship like this can actually work.
I've seen him work, and I've seen him fail. I'm 12 years apart from my ex. Us with our disparity in age wasn't really an issue, other than the fact that I think maybe I was, more prepared for taking care of a family than she was.
Yeah.
So I think with you being in that age range, I think you guys are both closer to the same age, like as far as the adult status. When you're 26.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a difference than when you're 30 and, you've been out on your own for a little while. So I would say again, it's hard to find somebody who you love. If you found somebody you love and there's a 13-year age difference, that's not a wall. That's not something that you can't get over.
Yeah. It's not going to go away.
You've dated some old players.
I've dated somebody that was 14 years older than me. Yeah.
Right. Could you have seen that go the long distance?
100%.
Where you
I wanted it to.
Putting some icy hot on them.
That never bothered me.
All that.
You know why, though? Is because my mom married somebody that was 10 years older than her. That was her second marriage. So, I mean, I grew up with that for such a long time. I kind of figured that was kind of normal and just, very common.
Yeah, to answer that question, yes, it could work out. Stop looking at everybody else. If you guys work and you guys have an understanding for each other and the age is really not a big thing for the both of you, stop asking everybody else. You guys make it work.
Yeah.